All right, this is the second video for Heritage Square. I must have hit the button and stopped the video. So to make this easy for Jamie, please follow that bid from last year as far as the catch basin work goes and the drainage, okay? Because it's still the same. The asphalt, it's gonna be different, so don't follow the asphalt and don't follow the striping, all right? Because we've got new quantities on the asphalt. So in Google Drive, I will have a list that explains all the quantities to make it a lot easier for you to bid. Okay, this thing has to be bid out on Thursday or excuse me, not Thursday. It just has to be bid out sometime this week. But that'll make it easier for Jamie is if you follow the catch basin and trench work from last year's bid, and then look up on my notes for all the new asphalt and new striping. Okay. All right, so let me show you what's going on here. You can see it's puddling right now. This is why we're putting a catch basin here. This is the entrance to Bigfoot Java. So the plan is to put it right there where the concrete seam meets the asphalt, right at the tire, right there. So we want to put that catch basin right before it enters the concrete ramp. So it'll go right along the edge of the asphalt seam there. Put the catch basin there. We dig through. We cut out this concrete curbing here. We'll run that trench right through here and go straight down like a direct shot straight to the catch basin that's over in the middle of the drive aisle. And this was part of my video from last year, but same thing. We'll go all the way down to this catch basin. We'll be able to tie in here. We've already opened this up once, so I know that it's possible to run the drain pipe into this catch basin here. So we've already looked at that. We might have to do a little bit of a curve here because that catch basin is just slightly on a curve from it's off center from this straight line going to here. So there might be a little bit of tweaking there in order to get it into the actual catch basin. Okay, over here where this van's parking, I'll show you the other area. Okay, so in this area, let's talk about the asphalt. You can see where we made our line right here. And that's all new asphalt that we did last year. This year, we'll end up closing this lane off and we'll have to leave that one open over there while we do this section of parking in here. Okay, we'll have to reset 1, 2, 3, 4 wheel stops there. We'll have to reset those 4 wheel stops after we put all this, rip out this paving and put it back in. I think last year we did a full depth remove over there and placement. We'll probably do the same thing here and just do a full depth remove and replace instead of trying to run a grinder in here. Might be a little challenging. The catch basin goes right there where the water is settling. That's what we did last year. And then we were going to cut through the curb island right here, run that little concrete valley. It's like a little concrete valley for the water to escape out of this corner. Well, let me think about this again. That doesn't make sense. Yes, it does make sense. They want a catch basin here, but they want to run the 6-inch pipe through this area and down the curb this direction. So when we go to do that, we'll end up cutting out a trench down along this curb here. We'll go all the way down a straight shot here, go right in front of our seam that we did last year. And then right at this point, we will either angle it over at this point or bring it back to here. Hi. Oh, it's okay. Or we'll start right here. Okay, so since the catch basin is at this angle right here, right in this shot right here, we'll probably have to stop just short of this opening and then trench this over to that spot right there. Honestly, I can't remember. I don't have the drawings in front of me like I just did a few minutes ago, but it might not matter because I think we're supposed to remove this area too. So it won't matter which direction we stop because it'll all be open. But we'll have to trench over to that catch basin right there. I want to show you the example of what this little valley looks like, this little concrete valley that we'll have to create. We'll have to create 2 of these. Okay. Well, actually, no, we don't need to create these. I take that back because we're putting catch basins in. So never mind on that. This right here was what we were going to do. So never mind. I just realized we're doing catch basins on both sides here. So we won't have to do that little valley thing going through there because we'll already have catch basins here, and then we'll have one on the other side. So the islands will go back the way they were. We'll end up ripping out the curbs on both sides, taking out the dirt, and then we'll put back extruded curb on both sides. We'll restore what we ripped up. Okay. Same thing down here. We will restore what we rip up in that island right there. So we'll put the curbs back in. Okay. All the striping, that's over here. I'll show you the ADA area real quick. So the ADA area is right here in this location at Cafe Rio. It looks really close to being 2% or less on this area. Okay, so a majority of this, it's 2% or less, but right when you get to the back of the stall, it ends up sloping down and it ends up being more than 2% out here. So this is why we have to rip out this area. And actually it's not. Okay, so this will be at 2%, and then we'll do some transition work around this. But all of this is gonna end up being replaced too, including out to the entrance. We'll stop just short of the crosswalk, but we will have to replace the stop bar, I think. So all the striping quantities I'll have on Google Drive. All this information will be provided. I'll have it all on one sheet, so that way it's easy to put together. Okay, I was just talking to Cafe Rio, and they said that they close at 9 o'clock. Tuesdays are the worst day for them to have this parking lot shut down because it's the busiest day. Tuesday is the busiest day. So Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday or Friday will be the best days to do this job. If we can do it at night, it'd probably be a great idea to do at night. We wouldn't have to deal with hardly any of this congestion. So I think that's it for now. I've got everything you need to see on here. Hours of operation and all that, you know, we'll talk about that. We'll come up with best plan as far as whether or not to bid it during the day or at night, because it will be tough with that jack-in-a-box over there. Staging too. Staging can be really tough. Although there's a spot way down on the far corner of Jack-in-a-Box where we could do staging in their far back corner. They allowed us to do that last year.